So we got Donald Trump, man. Donald Trump, it seems he tweet, and it's also news conference, man. Sound like he's going to talking trash about this guy named Rob Reiner. I never heard of him before. People say he's a director and stuff like that. So I guess him and Donald Trump had a frisk going on between each other. So, this Rob Reiner just got killed. Bless his soul. Him and his wife got killed, allegedly by his son. And Donald Trump didn't really seem pleased. He seemed to make jokes and stuff like that about it. Instead of just being United States president of the United States and just being humble and just, saying that, rest in peace and stuff like that. Donald Trump seemed to go on and more about just how mad he is about this guy. But let's get on into it and see who this guy is and what's going on. So let's read the TMZ article, and also I'm going to play a few video clips as well. Rob Reiner, man. Rob Reiner. 2 people found dead in LA home. This was a couple days ago. So this is the guy right here, man. Rest in peace to him, Rob Reiner. TMZ said we now confirmed that 2 people were found deceased, or in fact, Rob and his wife, Michelle. 2 people were found dead at their home in the West LA, owned by Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, Sunday, TMZ confirmed. So the Los Angeles Fire Department was called to the home on around 3:30 p.m. for the medical aid, and authorities found a man approximately 78 and a woman approximately 68. So I guess this is his wife right here. We've confirmed the house does in fact belong to the first Spinal Tap director. Though we do not know the identities of the deceased at the time, the Los Angeles Police Department arrived about 10 minutes after the LA Fire Department has opened an investigation into 2 deaths. So that's basically, this article is 2 days old, kind of when it first happened, But let's go to a news article, a video right quick, see what's going on. So the crazy thing is, a lot of people saying this son allegedly did it, and he has been arrested, and it's crazy, man.
Turning now to a story that we are continuing to follow, and I want to take a look at this. A social media post from a TMZ. It says LAPD releases Nick Reiner arrest photos in murders of Rob and Michelle Reiner.
So that's his son right there. Allegedly, this is who killed his parents. It's crazy.
This comes as Los Angeles police set to present a case to prosecutors today following Nick's arrest in the killings of his parents. Joining us now to discuss this with the live report is Mario Ramirez over at Fox 11 in Los Angeles. Mario.
Hi, Carell. Good morning to you. We know charges have not yet officially been brought against 32-year-old Nick Reiner. We can tell you 24 hours ago, we were at the home in Brentwood where Rob and Michelle were stabbed to death. They were discovered Sunday afternoon, and we know that this morning, Nick is expected to appear in court here downtown. As early as this morning, we're still waiting for those official charges, which should come as early as this morning. Now, police say their youngest son, Nick Reiner, is now the focus of this murder investigation. It'll soon be in the hands of prosecutors. Authorities confirming the 32-year-old was arrested Sunday night on suspicion of stabbing both his parents to death inside their Brentwood home. The couple, Rob Reiner, 78, and Michelle Singer Reiner, 68, found dead Sunday afternoon by their daughter, Romy, according to reports from TMZ. And Nick wasn't at the house when police arrived. Detectives believe he left sometime after the attacks, and the night before he was seen at a holiday party, Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, where an argument reportedly broke out between father and son. And we know that Nick's struggle with addiction and mental health issues has been apparent for years. Meanwhile, TMZ also reporting that after that argument Saturday night, Nick checked into a Santa Monica hotel early Sunday morning before the attacks, and he was taken into custody eventually Sunday night around 9:15. So, Carell, we can tell you that Nick is currently in custody. He's being held at the Twin Towers Correctional Facility, which is just down the street from the courthouse. And as we wait for those official charges from prosecutors, we can tell you that he is on suicide watch. We learned that early this morning, and initially he was being held on $4 million bail. That has now changed to being held with no bail as we wait for that case to be presented to the district attorney's office here in LA County. For now, live downtown, I'm Mario Ramirez. Carell, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Mario, thank you so much for that update. We'll be checking in with you later on today. Taking us back out to that social media post that I first showcased ahead of bringing Mario in. Again, TMC is saying that LAPD has released Nick Reiner arrest photos in the murders of Rob and Michelle Reiner. Now, the Reiners were outspoken advocates for liberal causes and major Democratic donors. And I also want to turn our attention to this as something else that was making headlines, which is the response that President Trump had on these murders that he posted to Truth Social. Taking a look here on your screen, actually the statement via X, he said this.
So this right here is Donald Trump's tweet about Rob Reiner and his wife passing.
Quote, a very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but what's very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away, together with his wife Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. The president in this post went on to say, quote, he was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. And with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before. May Rob and Michelle rest in peace.
Trump called it Trump deranged syndrome. Wow. People crazy about ranges of obsession with President Donald Trump. So I'm guessing this Rob Reiner guy, man, I'm guessing they had a frisk or whatever was going on between them. And instead of President of the United States, man, really just giving this guy some grace because he passed him, his wife passed, you know what I'm saying, because allegedly their son killed him. This guy, Donald Trump, want to put out more fire behind the death, you know what I'm saying? Which is crazy and sad that we have a president of the United States continue to talk like this right here and spread this rhetoric, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. But we do have some Fox News people that really condemn this guy, Donald Trump, for saying that. So this is very telling because we already know Fox News is one of Donald Trump's very, very best and good friends over there and stuff like that, saying Donald Trump can't do nothing wrong. But it seems this right here kind of tells a different story about, you know what, we condemn this guy.
Wife being killed in their home in Los Angeles. You have interviewed Rob Reiner before.
Yeah, and I got to know him a little bit, and he, tremendously successful movie actor, director, sort of the comedy legend, Carl Reiner, and yet there was an everyman quality about him. He hung out at the same Santa Monica restaurants that everybody else did, and he was a mensch, and he spoke out and denounced the murder of Charlie Kirk and had very gracious things to say about his widow, Erica. Now, there's no secret. I sparred with him about this on the air in the first term that Rob Reiner was a very liberal Democrat who had very strong criticism of President Trump. And yet, I have to say that for the President of the United States to take this family tragedy in which both Reiner and his wife were killed and say that it's because of Trump derangement syndrome, I thought was well beneath him and beneath the office. And I think it would have been better if the president had made no comment.
Yeah, Talking Points USA actually posted that clip with Piers Morgan. Take a listen.
When you first heard about the murder of Charlie Kirk, what was your immediate gut reaction to it?
Well, horror, absolute horror. And I unfortunately saw the video of it, and it's beyond belief what happened to him, and that should never happen to anybody. I don't care what your political beliefs are. That's not acceptable.
Turning Points posting that guy. Meantime, there are Trump supporters out posting criticism. Robbie Starbuck, he's a conservative, a supporter of the president. What happened last night to Rob Reiner and his wife was a savage butchering of two human lives. I don't care what their politics were or how they felt about Trump. No law-abiding human deserves this. We should pray for and send condolences to his loved ones and not make it political. Here's Senator John Kennedy.
I don't think the president should have commented. When the president says this kind of stuff, It detracts from his policy achievements and from his agenda.
So he's getting pushback, Guy.
As he should. There's a time and a place for politics and for trolling. A man being viciously murdered along with his wife, allegedly at the hand of their own son, is not that time or that place. And for the president to have put this out the way that he did achieves nothing and reflects poorly.
And Steph, he did put it out, and then he was asked about it and said basically the same thing publicly.
Yeah, Trump has continued to double down on his comments despite, hearing from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle who have been pretty clear in condemning the president's tone. And it is unfortunate to have the president of the United States taking a tragedy like this and inserting politics into a situation as sad as the one that led to the Reiner's death, especially after the year we've had, especially after, political violence has been such a big issue this year, whether it was the killing of the state lawmakers in Minnesota earlier this year to the killing of Charlie Kirk. This has been a conversation, so it is unfortunate, especially after a weekend of so much tragic news, that we would hear from the President of the United States and that he would decide to insert politics into this discussion.
We'll see where it goes from here. Panel, thanks. Dan.
So where there kind of explains everything what's going on, and when you have Fox News condemning Donald Trump, now it's serious. You know what I'm saying? That it's serious, which is wild. When Charlie Kirk got shot and stuff like that, a lot of people, was condemning a lot of people who talk trash and mock the death of Charlie Kirk. So now we have the president mocking this guy here, which is crazy. Like, you're the commander in chief of the United States. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're doing something stupid like this right here. It's just wild and sad. You know what I'm saying?